Hello, all you beautiful souls. Welcome to this pick a card reading for advice for your certain situation. We have empowerment if you are feeling a loss of power or feeling hopeless or despair or anything like that with pyrite. And that will be group number 1. In group number 2, we have prosperity if you are looking for financial career advice with appetite. Hopefully I am pronouncing that right. It's actually very beautiful. And for healing, any kind of therapy advice, any kind of healing advice you are seeking with amethyst. And universal love, helping you allow more love into your life, whether that's general or in relationships or in a romantic type of setting, heart opening. So I'll give you a moment to pick your card and we'll start off with group number 1, and the timestamps will be listed below. Welcome group number 1 with empowerment and the stone pyrite. This is a very powerful protective stone that will help you fight stress and balance your life. So you made a very wise decision in choosing this group. This card comes from my Sacred Geometry card deck, and just by looking at the image, it will help you activate the energy of empowerment. And you might be in a place of manifesting a lot, when we are experiencing contrast, quote unquote contrast, that is where we're launching a lot of desires and the universe is starting to respond to us. So you are a powerful manifester. You are a magician. And there might be a need to really speak your truth or express yourself or go in the flow of just things that feel empowering to do. And that can be any form of expression, whether that's taking some kind of class like a yoga class or a boxing class or an art class. Anything like that can be very, very empowering. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. So I'm seeing a lot of blue, a lot of yellow, and orange. Blue is, of course, the color of the throat chakra. So you might be wanting to really align with your personal truth. And then with yellow, it's aligning with your own personal integrity, who you really are, what your true purpose in life is, something that will give you a whole lot of confidence. And then orange is the sacral chakra, yellow is the solar plexus, and orange is the sacral chakra, which is all about flowing with one's desires, going in the flow, making life comfortable and enjoyable and pleasurable. So you're going to want to seek out things, people, activities that help you feel more empowered, of course, that make you feel better, that make you feel like you have more control, that you are a powerful manifester. So let's see what the fairies have to say in terms of you feeling more empowered in your day-to-day life. These are messages just for you regarding the situation. And no matter how you're feeling right now, just know that there's always hope. There is always, always hope, and you are not helpless. You might feel that way, but your greatest tool is your imagination. I believe it is God incarnate, our imagination. That is where we can go and create. And once it is in our consciousness, it has no choice but to show up. This is perfect. He of the fiery sword. This is spiritual will. And in the book, it talks about this is actually a sword. But it can be seen as so many things. I see it as so many things. But in the book, it talks about this being a sword, and that etched or inscribed on it is something to the tune of, use me with honor and don't return me without honor, or something like that. I'm actually going to get the book and see what it says. It says, "Draw me not without cause, nor return me without honor," which I think is absolutely beautiful. And again, this is a symbol of protection and justice and hitting the nail on the target, hitting the bullseye, and lots of victory, lots of success. And we have the number 4, which is all about stability and security and feeling grounded and centered. This is also a lot of masculine energy. Even just the energy of empowerment can have a very masculine vibe to it. And so basically, what this card is telling you, dear one, is that you can use He of the fiery sword to cut away all the things that are bringing you down, that are making you feel not empowered, helpless, hopeless, anything like that, because that is not the truth. The truth, the universal truth, will always feel full of hope and inspiration and comfort and everything like that. So this is basically saying, turn your awareness away from anything that does not uplift you and only focus on what is helping you right now, what is soothing you, what is protecting you, what is uplifting you, basically, and helping you be stronger. And now I'm thinking of the sword of Gryffindor, and the sword of Gryffindor only takes that which makes it stronger. So what makes you stronger? And leave and forget the rest that doesn't, that is bringing you down and weakening you. So eating healthy foods, exercising, meditating, spending time in nature, doing what you love to do, finding a way to make money that fulfills you, and saving money, being smart with your money, things like that. Only associating with people, if you can, who uplift you, who aid you. These are all things, in my mind, that which makes a person stronger and happier. So yeah, let's see what else the fairies have to say regarding this. We have fairies of the future, and we have the number 33. 6, which is all about love, appreciation, comfort, all the things like that. And so you might be, of course, worried about the future right now, which makes complete sense. But she's holding this pomegranate in her hand, so she's in complete control of where she's going. She's in complete control of her future. She's the captain of her own ship. And they're looking where they want to go. I think about horseback riding, because if you're looking anywhere else, that's where you're going to go. So if you're looking at a bush, you're going to trot or walk or gallop into a bush. But if you're focused on the task at hand, then you are going to succeed. And there's kind of like this goblin looking creature in the background, so there might be all sorts of things in the background that are not pleasant, that are kind of scary maybe. But if you continue to focus on where you want to go, then that's where you will go. And so this is all about the fear, releasing of the fear of the future, because everything's happening now. All your power is now, is in the now. And so you just got to keep moving forward and move in the direction that you want to go. And each baby step is a right step in the right direction. So what kind of action steps can you take that will ensure a wonderful future for yourself? And that can be networking with certain people. That could be signing up for one of those apps, delivering food, helping other people, being a babysitter, meditating, eating good foods, exercising, spending time in nature, if I didn't already say that. All of these things are going to aid you and help you in having a better future for yourself. And so you just want to ask yourself, what feels a little bit more empowering to do right now in this moment? And the answer that's going to come to you is going to be uniquely for you. So the question that you're going to want to continually ask yourself all day long, what feels more empowering? What feels more empowering? And to make each decision based on that answer. Even does eating an orange or a cookie feel more empowering? Do it with everything, and you will be amazed at how quickly you will start to feel more empowered, more in control of your life, and like you are making great progress for your future. Okay. Okay, we have the singer of healing and the singer of the chalice. The singers are like angels. So the angel of healing and the angel of the chalice. The angel of healing. So there's a lot of healing that is taking place here, and I would think that it's most of it is taking place in your mind and in your solar plexus, because our solar plexus is where we feel the core of our being. We feel our identity, our self-confidence, our purpose, our empowerment, our power, all of these things. And there might be some limiting beliefs that you're currently working through right now, and that all is being healed and cleansed. This singer of the chalice is all about cleansing and overflow of abundance, and overflow of just positive feelings. And so the two of these combined, wow, it's super powerful. You got like just Such beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. And we have the number 10 up at the top, which means a whole new reality, a whole new upgrade, some kind of promotion and up-leveling of your life. And there's just so much healing that's taking place, body, mind, and spirit for you. And you're never going to, you might have little moments of feeling disempowered, but those moments are going to become shorter and shorter, and you're going to spend more time feeling healed and empowered and optimistic about the future, or about whatever the situation is. And we have 12, which come to 3, which is all about new opportunities, 2 things coming together to create a new thing. And so you are in the process of creating something absolutely wonderful, a life that feels absolutely wonderful, an outcome that feels amazing. So to have the singer of the healing and the singer of the chalice, the combined, this is a Ace of Cups equivalent in the tarot. And so you're just going to have an overflow of positivity. And so this means huge breakthroughs, opportunities, ideas, healing, upgrades, up-leveling of life. It's just going to be absolutely wonderful. And so you're just needing to perhaps just focus on healing your mind and thinking how an empowered person would think and act and dress and all of that. How an empowered person would think and act and dress. And you'll start catching yourself in earlier subtle stages. And so you might want to start reading books of successful people and just start studying the masters in the area that you want to have success in. But there is so much light, there is so much hope, there is so much abundance here. And everything can just flow and be balanced and be harmonized and be very organized. And if you could just continue to see, put yourself in the end. If you continue to see yourself having what you desire, then it has no choice but to manifest. Okay, let's pull some last remaining advice cards for you. And I also want to talk about briefly touch on self-love here. By you asking yourself what would feel more empowering, it's also in the same breath asking yourself what would be self-loving in this moment. And if you can show yourself that by just taking this action step or doing this or thinking this thought instead of that thought, it's all very self-loving. Empowerment comes from a very self-loving place, not of a fighter or a warrior type place. And it's not about, of course, helping yourself feel better and hurting others. Of course, that is not what I'm talking about. What's going to be empowering for you is going to be beneficial for those around you. So it's also a very self-loving thing to do. But remember that you have He of the Fiery Sword with you. You have that spiritual will. You have that protection and justice to create whatever it is that you want to create. You can also think of this as a wand. If you had a magical wand, what would you do? And you are the magician. You are. Your thoughts are magical. They are creative. And just by thinking different thoughts, that can be very empowering. Okay, wow. We have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So yeah, you are definitely raising your consciousness and ascending higher and higher. And there's no ceiling, really. There is no ceiling to the amount of joy and prosperity and success and just everything. You're just raising higher and higher, and there are all sorts of upgrades that are happening in your life if you just continue to take these like practical steps moving forward. And that's going to make you feel so good. That's going to make you feel so happy. Next, we have Imrama. Imrama. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Where are you being called to journey to? So some of you, I feel, are feeling a bit lost and don't know where to go. And my advice for you is to go within and to find out what you truly, deeply want, and then start directly going in the direction of that, and not say, well, I want this, so I'm gonna go about this in this roundabout way, and then I'll get that, and then I'll get that, and then I'll get that, and then it'll finally meet that need. Just go for that need directly. Just go for that desire directly. And so if it's the palace that you're after, go directly for the palace. Just go for it. And so it's just all about tuning within. And nothing that you want, nothing that you need is wrong or bad or impossible or anything like that. There is always opportunity. So where are you being called to journey to? Wow. I want to get one more for you. Got no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. So something that you've been thinking about. Oftentimes I feel like when we feel disempowered, we get frantic. We can feel in survival mode, and where one time I was in, this is totally applicable. One time I was in Hawaii and I was kayaking and I fell off the boat into the ocean. And I was frantically trying to get back into the kayak, but that wasn't working. I had to calm myself down, breathe deeply, and then climb back into the boat. So maybe that's what you're needing to do. Maybe you just need to make your whole system come back into homeostasis, come back to this calm, centered place, and then act. Act from this place of empowerment, act from this place of abundance and prosperity, or whatever it is. Because if you act from a place of lack or desperation, it rarely works out for the better in that way. So I know it's difficult, but you might want to just take a moment to just calm your whole system down, and then act from that inspiration. And you'll know exactly what to do. You just need to come to that centered place, and you'll know exactly what to do. Okay? But of course, use your best judgment. This is a general reading. Okay, so if you feel really called to do something, then you should do it. Totally. I'm speaking to a lot of people, so just in general, if you feel fear, then wait. If it doesn't feel right, then wait. If you feel desperate or anything like that, wait, postpone, center yourself, then act. Okay. I'm going to use one more deck of cards and just get one more card for the last remaining advice for you. Okay, your last remaining advice is truth be told, building blocks, and by the book. So with truth be told, there could be some form of denial that might be going on that you're needing to come out of, or just face some kind of truth, or speak your truth, and that will set you free. You might be needing to embrace changes, embrace the new, things like that. So yeah, there's either some kind of truth that you're needing to come into acceptance to, or you're needing to voice and speak and share your truth. And then next we have building blocks, which is what I have been talking about and felt very strongly that you're needing to just take it step by step and build this strong foundation very steadily for yourself. And yeah, you might be feeling like you are starting from ground zero, but the previous foundation that you felt like you had perhaps just wasn't as strong and steady as you thought. But now you are building this whole new foundation. It's stronger and better than ever, and it will be something that will last you forever, or for a really long time, for as long as you want. And then we have by the book. So you're either needing to do things in a very practical way, step-by-step way, abiding by certain rules, social norms, things like that, or you're needing to not do that and go against the grain and of course use your better judgment. Because for some of you, you might not like to go by the book, but maybe in this case you kind of have to, or it would be wise to do so and to either follow the crowd in some way or to not do that. It's either like if you normally don't follow the crowd, then maybe in this certain circumstance you're needing to kind of follow the crowd. And for some of you that just might be, setting a business up the proper way legally. That might be it. Or if you usually do things by the book and follow the crowd, then you're needing to do the opposite. You're needing to walk your own path. Okay, so I hope that helped, and I hope that you start to feel more and more empowered and more in control of your life and more hopeful for the future. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care. Bye. Welcome, group number 2 with prosperity and the stone appetite. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Okay, so this is definitely for you if you feel like you are experiencing any kind of financial difficulty, or you're just wanting to align more with prosperity and abundance. We have the number 36, which comes to 9, which is all about ending a chapter and beginning a new one, a tying off of something. Also, throwing away the old and taking in the new, which is a very a financial kind of analogy, where you want to be in this constant flow of giving and receiving, like breathing. It's very much like breathing. And so if you can get the idea and just breathe and go into a meditation and just focus on your breath, and then imagine you're breathing in money and exhaling money. And imagine as you're doing this that your body is filling up with money, or you can imagine a pile of money starting to grow and pile up in front of you the more that you breathe. It's supposed to be just this ever ongoing inhale and exhale of money. There's never a shortage. You live in an unlimited universe with boundless potentials and possibilities. Money is always coming towards you, and there are always things that you love to put your money, your energy toward. Money is just energy. It's just energy. And so the more that you can align with this inward and outward flow of energy, the more you are matched to abundance, and you can go into nature and see thousands of leaves on trees, hundreds of thousands or millions of blades of grass, or trillions or billions, or however much blades of grass is in a park. You can see all of the abundance around you, and there are just so many colors in this card, and this comes from my Sacred Geometry card deck. And just by looking at this image, it'll help you align with prosperity. And I'll read. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, and heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. So there are some key words in here, such as allowing. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to make it happen. You don't have to figure out the how or when. All you have to focus on is what you want and why you want it. That's it. And continue to release resistance and be an open vessel, and allow and be open to all the possibilities and ways that money can flow to you. Next, we have the inclusion. There is no such thing as exclusion in this universe. It's all about inclusion. So how can you be a match to more inclusion? And this is all about releasing resistance and being accepting and loving towards what you see. And so I am getting the need to talk about, our body, including our body, loving our body, imagining everything that has to go on to keep us alive, our heart pumping, our lymph flowing, our stomach digesting food properly, everything that goes on. The inhale and the exhalation of oxygen to our lungs, and our lungs converting that into CO2, everything like that. So how can you befriend your body, befriend your mind, befriend your feelings, befriend the core essence of who you are? And how can you go in the direction of what makes your heart sing, what makes your spirit sing, what gives you joy? The more that you can go in the direction of joy, the more money you will make. Because everybody wants to be happy, everybody wants to feel good. So if you're doing something that feels good, that's a value. You are a value. You have so much worth. who you are just as you are right now is valuable, is worthy. And there are other people out there who want what you have to give, what you can create. And you live in an unlimited universe. Okay, yes. Okay, now we're going to see what the fairies have to say about that beautiful introduction to abundance and prosperity. So you might want to do meditations every day. You might want to listen to sleep affirmations. You might want to imagine you have X amount of money and just spend it all day in your head all day long. You want to do all sorts of things that would make you feel prosperous. So you want to ask yourself all day long, what would a prosperous person do? What would an abundant person do? Even with your eating choices, even with the littlest of decisions, would turning this way make me feel more prosperous? Taking this route make me feel more prosperous? Or taking that route make me feel more prosperous? Would eating this food make me feel more prosperous? Or that? Would dressing this way make me feel more prosperous? Or that? And you want to come up with your own definition and your own feeling signature of what prosperity and abundance means to you. And start making decisions based on that. What would a prosperous person be thinking, doing? How would they be dressing? How would they live their lives? What kind of habits would they have? You gotta just fake it till you make it, and just tell yourself that you are rich and you are wealthy until it starts becoming a reality. Okay, yes, we have solace and the number 4 at the top, 1 and 3. This is all about, this number is all about feeling more secure, stable, safe, comfortable, everything about a 3D reality, feeling very nurturing. And then solace, hello, total empowerment and enlightenment and seeding the light and being the divine father. Solace to me represents the divine father, and having so much clarity with his blue eyes, having so much clarity and being full of hope and light and inspiration and unlimited possibility. And he's representing the root and sacral and solar chakra in this beautiful artwork here. And so this is all about meeting your basic needs, not acting out of fear or survival or desperation or worry, nothing like that. Acting from a place of you already have it all, going with the flow of your desires. And you might want to watch the empowerment one as well in group 1, because he is acting from a place of power and empowerment and hope. So that is absolutely amazing. And this is a card of spiritual awakening, spiritual sovereignty, royalty. It's just absolutely perfect. Next, we have the guardian at the gate. So breakthroughs, passing milestones, combining two things together to create a new opportunity, new options, new ideas, going with the flow, and breaking through milestones and checkpoints and having a lot of success. Yes, it's awesome. So just passing milestones left and right And then we have Las Cuna. This is about finding hidden treasure, sunken treasure, also being in the present moment, appreciating where you are, not needing anything to change, which is what makes things change. Because if you are resisting where you are, then you're just going to get more of that. But if you're present and still and accepting of where you are, then things are just going to flow so beautifully. And this is also about 3D movements, progress, transition, travel, upgrades, all sorts of things like that. This is just absolutely beautiful. And just taking a moment to smell the roses, to take in the moment. All your power is now. All your power is now. I also just wanted to say that this image of prosperity reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot. And you just want to, another meditation idea is that you can imagine like almost like a wind, what is it? It's like a windmill or something. One of those like things that children would hold and you blow on it and it spins around, a pinwheel. And imagine every time through all these triangles, it's spewing out money. And so the way that you're spinning it is by breathing in and out, in and out. And you're making it turn. You're making your Wheel of Fortune turn. And it's just gathering momentum and spewing out more and more money. I don't know, I just thought of that meditation. And so next we have Geo the Slow. So there's no rush here. You can take your time. You want to act as if you have all the money in the world. If you had all the money in the world, you would just take your time, wouldn't you? There would be no rush. There would be no stress or worry or fear or desperation or anything like that. You would just take your time. You would enjoy the journey. So enjoy the journey. Okay, now I'm going to get some advice. I'll be working with 2 decks of cards. Oh, that's so beautiful. I'll show you soon. Oh, wow. Okay. The first card you got is Soul Family. I'll be doing a video about this. So, in order to create prosperity, the number one thing that you need is support and connection. And because everything that you want with money has to do with connection. If you follow the trail, if I had the money, then I would be able to do this, and then I would be able to do this, and then I would be able to do this. What would that get you? What would that get you? What would that get you? And it all comes back to connection if you just follow the trail. And so why not start meeting that need now, even before you have all the money and accolades and everything that you desire? Start meeting that need and desire for connection, for love. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone, and you really don't. You don't. All the smartest business people delegate it all out. So the number one thing you need to be successful is connection. So just start meeting that need. You need the support. Okay, next you have break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So for some of you, you really need to hone your mind and retrain it to be a better match to prosperity and abundance. And that can be done through meditation, through journaling, through sleep affirmations, doing, acting, thinking like an abundant, prosperous person, and maybe even associating with people who have what you want, looking at pictures of homes that you want to live in, all things like that. And there might be some kind of habit or people or just overall energy that is not serving you to manifest this. And you're needing to break that chain and really heal. And you're needing to rewrite the past and rewrite the future. Next, we have Mitaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So, wow. Yes, the universe is really being strong with you right now and telling you that everything behind the prosperity and abundance is connection. So just start meeting that now. You aren't going to get this without connection, without support, and without love. And so if you had home, if you had belonging, if you had connection, then wouldn't prosperity just come to you very easily and naturally? So maybe it isn't prosperity that you're after, it's connection. And from that connection, money is just going to flow effortlessly and beautifully. Lastly, we have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So some of you might be experiencing a lot of heart opening here in terms of being able to receive connection, being able to receive love and abundance, and thinking in a whole new way, and being able to connect on deeper levels than you've ever been able to connect before. And money is all about connection. Even if you're a business owner, your ability to connect with your employees, to connect with your audience is so, so critical. So I really hope that helps. I'm just going to draw from my other deck, and that will be that. Okay, you got never-ending story. Why? And come to the edge. So I think that in the past you've been having a really difficult time manifesting the level of abundance that you want. And it's felt like a struggle and a hardship, and anyway, we don't need to talk about it. If this is resonating with you, and you've been asking why isn't this working for me? No matter what I do, I don't come out on top. Why? And maybe it's because it wasn't really the money that you were after anyway. It was the connection, because you believed if you had the money, you would get connection, you would have family, you would have everything that you want, you would be seen in society in a certain way, which would get you even more connection. So if you continue to just go with the connection, follow the connection, meeting kindred people, talking with them, and developing friendships with them, and getting mirroring and the validation and all these types of things, it's going to just help you manifest money so effortlessly. It's just going to come to you so easily. And so you're needing to come to the edge. You're needing to take a leap of faith and just believe in something. You're needing to take that leap of faith in the direction of love, in the direction of connection, in the direction of ease, joy, fun, whatever it is, and end this cycle of this never-ending story, and why, and maybe even feeling like a victim, and feeling you might want to really watch the empowerment reading I did right before this one. The timestamp is below. So just take that leap of faith, and it seems like everything will work out for you, and you will be soulless, and you will be able to just take your time, and things will start to flow, and you'll have breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough, and find all this sunken treasure, hidden treasure, and be able to be in the present moment and appreciate where you are. Okay, I hope that this was of value to you. I'm sending you all of my love. Take care. Bye. Hello, welcome, group 3. You chose the card Healing with the Amethyst Stone. All right, so this will be kind of like a therapy session. This card comes from my Sacred Geometry card deck. So just by looking at this card, it will help you unlock and help you resonate more and align more with the frequency and energy of healing, which is just experiencing the opposite. And so with number 29 comes to 11, which comes to 2. So this is all about harmony and balance and integration and wholeness. And I'll read: the frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. All right, so I see a lot of green here, and a little bit of orange, and a little bit of purple and blue. But overall, this is healing of the heart, opening up the heart, but this can be healing in any way. And healing is just experiencing the opposite of something. And so I feel like this card is calling you to open up to other possibilities, to open your mind up, that we are in an unlimited universe, and anything that you need, the universe can give you. And that you are meant to be in perfect health. You can heal anything. I personally have healed my thyroid, which was said that couldn't be done, but I did it anyway. Whether it's your body that you're trying to heal, you can heal it. Whether it's your finances or any kind of relationship, or just anything at all, anything that happened in the past, it all can be healed. Okay? And there is a need to just go with the flow, go with your intuition, go with your desires to what feels good, and to not push yourself, not think in terms of shoulds and have-tos, but just want-tos. If you just want to lay in bed and rest, or take a nap, or just take a day off, take a whole week off, it doesn't matter. You need to start retraining yourself into going in the direction of what feels good and what feels loving to yourself, and not pay much attention to what other people think or any judgments that you or others may place on you. Okay, so now we're going to see what the fairies have to say about this topic of healing. All right, we have the Singer of Intuition. Is going to be really important for you to follow your intuition. Not follow the advice, not necessarily even my advice, or doctor's advice, or lawyer's advice, or things like that. You know yourself best. And you have this whole guidance system Of course, you want to consider what the doctors and lawyers and people like that, of that stature, say. But at the end of the day, you need to follow what your guidance system is telling you to do, following your own intuition. And perhaps developing some kind of spiritual practice will be very beneficial for you. And maybe you've just been listening to other people too much, and now you need to just listen. Go within and listen to yourself. All the answers are inside of you. And you will begin to hear, perhaps in forms of whispers or gentle nudges and impulses towards certain things. Follow that. If you feel guided to eat certain foods, to do certain exercises, to follow some kind of arts and crafts project, or follow some kind of passion, to do something that's kind of out of the norm, to make money in a very unique way. If you're feeling guided to do any of those types of things, follow your intuition. Okay, let's see what else. And what your intuition is telling you, it might not make logical sense to you right now, but if you just follow it, it will start to make sense. Next, we have Iris of the Rainbows. This is a promise of a happier, beautiful tomorrow and future. Having balance between earth, water, and air. Having balance between, your physical 3D reality, 3D physical comforts, money. Having a balance of thought and emotions, all of these types of things, and believing in love, believing in play and magic, and being open and receptive to new possibilities, and living a life that is in resonance with your truth, with what feels good to you. You're needing to take a softer approach. You might be needing to combine different things of unlike origin together. You might be guided to do things that don't make sense, that don't make maybe even scientific sense with regards to doctors or things like that, but it works for you. Every body is different. Every body is different, and you need to do what works for you. And so there's a lot of love that's in the air, a lot of hope, a lot of promise, a lot of fun and light and magic. And you might be needing to go more with the flow and grace of changes, to be open to changes, to new possibilities. Ecstasis, going with joy, connecting the dots, branching out, turning over a new leaf. What brings balance and harmony into your life? What makes you feel lighter and more full of joy? What makes your heart sing? All of these types of things is what is needed for healing to occur. So something is out of balance. If you are looking for more physical, health-related healing, maybe there's a hormone imbalance or a missing vitamin or mineral in your diet. More balance is needed. If it's regarding something that happened in your past or your mind or anything, not as physical, then a new perspective is needed, a new way of thinking or looking at something is needed. Maybe instead of feeling forced to choose one or the other, you need to combine the two and put them together, and that's going to be what's perfect for you. And lastly, there might be some decision that needs to be made, and you're needing to just decide. Okay, now I'm going to go into some spiritual advice. And so once you make this decision, so much hope and promise and inspiration and beauty will be experienced after this decision or balance or what have you. Healing is being promised here. You will heal. You will get through this. You will achieve the impossible. Okay, you got break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So if this has to do with any kind of pain, whether it's physical, some kind of physical ailment, or just spiritual or emotional ailment, it might have been inherited from previous generations, from your mother or father or grandparents. And because that does happen. And so you are healing so many people, not just you, but everybody that has gone before you and everyone that will go ahead of you. And you are breaking that chain, breaking that pattern of pain, and rewriting the future, even rewriting the past, healing the past, present, and future. Beautiful. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So yes, there is a need to slow down perhaps and spend time in nature, meditate, start a spiritual practice, and get really still and connect with yourself and with others and with nature. And you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Yes. So you might already be healing yourself, and it might not feel like it. It might feel like things are getting a little bit worse before they get better, but it doesn't mean that you're not doing it or you're not healing. You are healing. Sometimes things have to get worse before they get better, and now I feel like you're on that kind of turnaround where things are now going to start to get a whole lot better. You're already doing it, and I applaud you. Now we're just going to get some last few cards from my other oracle deck. Also, don't lose hope. There is a big message of don't lose hope. Keep doing it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Let's see what advice Spirit has for you. Last remaining advice. Okay, you got building blocks, a loyal heart, and clean it up. So you are building a whole new foundation of health, of harmony, balance, love, comfort, anything that you are wanting to heal. You are making progress, and you are building a stronger foundation than there ever was before, and it's all coming together. It's all coming to place so that you can create and build that skyscraper that's going to last forever, for so long. Be loyal to your heart. Be loyal to your body. Take care of your body. Be the mother and father to yourself. Be your own inner king and queen. And be kind to yourself. Be your best friend. If your best friend came to you with the same issue, what would they tell you? That's what I'm getting from that card. And clean it up. You're cleaning, purifying your space, your body. It might be beneficial to go on a cleanse or a fast if you haven't done so already. And yeah, you're just purifying everything, and that can be very healing. And you might need to physically kind of clean up your home, or just clean up the spaces of your mind, go to therapy, these types of things that can be very purifying and cleansing. So I hope that this was of benefit to you. Thank you so much. I am sending you all of my love. Take care. Bye. Hello and welcome, group number 4. You chose universal love, and as a wonderful synchronicity, this card is numbered 44. So we have 3 4s, which signify a lot of security and stability and safety, and just feeling very comforted. And the number 44 is the master maker number doubled, which means that the universe is on your side, co-creating with you. You have lots of powerful energy on your side, helping you manifest and create what it is that you desire. And you have rose quartz, which is a very feminine, loving, soft, sweet energy. So that's beautiful. This card is from my Sacred Geometry Oracle card deck, and so just by looking at this image, it's going to help you align with the frequency and energy and vibration of universal love. I'm feeling loved up by the universe, and love coming at you from every which direction. And it's all going to start with you tuning into your heart, opening up your heart, healing your heart, and being loving towards yourself, speaking your truth with the color blue and the throat chakra, having all your basic needs met with the red root chakra, maybe even doing some sexual healing on that chakra, or just healing financially, getting all your finances in order, starting to do that. And then we have a little bit of yellow and a little bit of orange, which is all about having that self-confidence and belief in yourself and going in the direction of your desires and what feels good. I will read. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. So this is all about connection, feeling connected to yourself, to others, to the planet, and to the universe at large. So how can you feel more connected? How can you be more self-loving to yourself, and therefore more self-loving to others, or just more loving to others? So you might want to ask yourself all day long, what would a person who loves themselves do? If I loved myself, what would I do? Is this self-loving? Is this loving? Things like that. All right. So now we're going to see what the fairies have to say about inviting more universal love into our life. And immediately I am getting habits. What kind of habits do you currently have? Are they loving? Are they comforting? Are they supportive? What kind of habits and rituals could you start to partake in that would feel really good to you? How can you create a life that feels really good to you, just taking one little step at a time? Maybe organizing that one space in your house, lighting a candle, taking a nice bath each week, writing a letter or email to a friend, getting on a phone call, going to a yoga class. How can you make your life feel much more loving and being loving to others. Okay, we have a Lady of the Harvest. What are you not letting go of? It's time to let go of the dead things that are not serving you anymore, so new fruits can grow and be harvested. Gotta let go of the old to let in the new. How can you embrace yourself, love yourself, no matter what size you are? Being more childlike, Mikkel and Muckle. How can you be more playful, carefree, have more fun, be more artistic, expressive, maybe a little bit mischievous, a little bit more spontaneous, a little bit more lighthearted, all of these types of things. The fairy godmother, there needs to be a switching off. There needs to be, I'm feeling that you need to let go of how it's all going to happen. You need to let go of the control. You need to let your fairy godmother, the universe, your spirit guides and angels take the wheel. Let Jesus take the wheel, yes. And just allow to be more receptive and let the universe take care of it. Your only job is to figure out what you want and why you want it. The how and when is not your responsibility. So, in what areas are you taking responsibility that maybe you shouldn't be? Are you worrying too much, taking control too much in one particular area? And how can you trust the universe more? And also, all the rubbish, all the things that aren't serving you right now are being transformed into gems, diamonds, and pearls. It's all being transformed into things that can heal you and benefit you. And you are protected and enveloped and loved at this time. And there's so much wisdom that surrounds you. All the answers are inside of you. All you have to do is just get still and tune back into yourself. And know that you are royalty. Know your spiritual sovereignty. Walk around like the loving being that you are. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, let's see. One more card. Okay. Some kind of decision needs to be made that integrates both heart and mind, not choosing heart over the mind or vice versa, but integrating them together. Something that will bring balance and harmony and stability and structure into your life. And you might be needing to create space between people who drive you crazy, people who irritate you and aren't good for you, that are pulling you in every which direction, and really go within and get really centered and stable and grounded inside of yourself, and then make the decision. I feel like some of you, there's other people in your life that are not healthy for you, that you're needing to create distance between you and them. And they're kind of making you wibble wobble between maybe love and fear. But you're needing to get really still, get really grounded and centered. Yeah, all right. Now we're going to see what the spirit guides and angels, what advice they have for you. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, there's certain people that are preventing you from experiencing the ultimate experience of universal love, of just love in general. There's a lot of people or a lot of things that are pulling you in every which direction, and you're needing a really soft landing space, a sacred space, a safe space to go to to journal in, to meditate in, to sing and dance in, to move your body in. You're just needing a very safe, soft landing pad and not have all of this commotion. I'm sensing there's a lot of chaos, and you're needing to create a loving environment for yourself so that you can properly let go of the things that you need to let go of, and be more playful, be more childlike, and have trust and faith in the universe, and then come to that solid decision within yourself, or just come to that solid centered space within yourself. All right, let's see. All right, you got the crumbling. What are you clinging to? Yeah, so you might be having some kind of tower moment. Things that used to be aren't working out anymore. You need to do something different. Needing to do something new. So what is it that you might be clinging to that you need to let go of, and just let it fall where it falls so you can birth a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. It's absolutely beautiful. So some of you might be needing to just let things fall the way they fall and turn your attention to the new worlds that you are creating, the new reality, the new idea, desire, dream that you are in the process of creating and birthing into existence. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to work with another deck and another oracle deck and get you your last few bits of advice. All right, you got chaos and conflict. So yeah, there's definitely been a lot of chaos and conflict in your immediate surroundings that you're needing to just let fall away and build a whole new wonderful reality. Imagine going into your imagination, dreaming up that new beautiful reality you want to create, and milk and honey, that giving you so much pleasure and satisfaction and yummy feelings. Just contentment, just joy and happiness. So you're definitely in the process of transcending some form of chaos and conflict by using your imagination and watching that new desire unfold by using your imagination. And as that unfolds, it's just going to create a lot more balance and harmony and joy and love, and bring a lot more love and abundance into your life. So I hope that this was of value to you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and consider subscribing, clicking that bell to receive notifications of videos like this from me in the future. And I always love reading your comments. As always, I'm sending you so much of my love. Take care. Bye.